Hi everyone! Today we'll be doing a what do you need to hear right now reading. So you guys can just pick a deck of cards and I will leave timestamps down below for you to skip to that portion of the video. The first deck of cards is the OK Tarot by Adam J. And then in the middle we have the Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. And the third deck of cards is the Angel Tarot deck by Jane Wallace. If you chose pile 1, this is your reading, so I'm just gonna get right into it. What does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Hello pile 1. I actually tried to record this multiple times, but I kept getting interrupted. You can be a little bit overwhelmed by outside noise and other people's perception of you. Maybe people are just constantly in your ear right now telling you who you need to be, what you need to do, and this could be kind of a burden on you. I also see here that you are doing pretty well financially, or people just see you as someone who is very hardworking. You've worked very hard to be where you are today, whether that be at work, at school, just in your close friend circle, family. And because of this, people could expect a lot from you. And sometimes these expectations and what people ask of you could be a little bit too much. When someone asks you to do something, you could have a hard time saying no to them just because you do enjoy being the responsible one, being the one that people rely on. You do enjoy being that person for people. And because you care so much to help other people and to be that rock for people, it could be a little much for you sometimes. And that's okay. It's okay to want to help people, want to be the responsible one, but sometimes it's okay to say no because you don't want to give so much energy to other people to the point where you have nothing left for yourself. And what I see here for you is that if you were to take half of the energy that you give to other people and pour that energy into yourself, a dream or an idea, a business venture, a trip, if you were to take half the energy that you give to other people and pour it back into yourself, this new idea could blossom into something. As for romance, or anyone that's curious about how this could apply to their love life, I see that whoever you're involved with could be taking a lot of your time and energy, and you could be the person in the relationship, whether this be romantic or friendship or family, it could be anything, but the energy that you're giving to this person could be starting to drain you emotionally, financially. You could be someone that's a provider, or you could be someone that takes the lead. And I see that this has worked out for you in the past and you like being appreciated for this, but I would just say to be careful with giving too much of yourself and not having enough energy left for you, if that makes sense. But I do see that this person does really admire you. They think you're very beautiful. They see you as someone who's very confident, and you could be this person's dream person. I see there's a lot of fantasy and projecting a really positive image onto you. I think this is honestly a really good reading. So I would say keep doing what you're doing, but if you're feeling like a little bit drained or more tired than usual, I think it's good to just take some time to yourself, because that could result in a new idea or just an abundance of good stuff coming back to you. It's okay to just take a step back and pour that energy into yourself and come back even better. So that's it for this reading. If you enjoy, you can leave a like, you can subscribe, and I will be posting much more on this channel. See you soon. Hello, if you picked pile 2, this is your reading. I'm just going to get straight into it. What messages do pile 2 need to hear right now? Hello pile 2, these are the cards I pulled for your reading, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. You are in the beginning stages of a relationship, or just trying to build a stable foundation for a relationship, for yourself, maybe at home with your finances, just really trying to create that stable foundation. And I can see here that you really put your best foot forward. You tried your best. You could have done a lot of research about this topic, whether it be, becoming more financially stable. You could have looked into how to save more money, how to invest your money, or it could also just be about a relationship. So you just put your best foot forward with a person. You were honest, you were loyal, committed from the start. Really try to understand this person and be the person for them, essentially. And I do see that if this hasn't already happened, this new beginning that you were working on could have come to a dramatic end, and things could have been super difficult. So the 10 of air in tarot, it represents a painful ending. So maybe you had to let go of a job, maybe you had to move out, end a relationship, and this could have changed the way you look at yourself, at the world. It could have made you want to express yourself differently. And I'm just going to be straightforward. It could have changed the way you want to express yourself and created some type of insecurities about the way you were doing things before. This period in your life was super, super difficult, but I do see things turning around for the better. We have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands at the bottom as kind of like the result of the situation. And so the Ace of Cups can symbolize new love. So you could be meeting a new person. This could also manifest as you feeling much more confident in yourself and having a lot more self-love. And I believe the overall message and what I'm really getting strongly from this reading is to not dim your light. The situation that you were in before, I can see that maybe it made you a little bit insecure. Maybe it made you want to hide or be more quiet, reserve your energy a little bit more. But the Queen of Wands isn't here to hide away and go into her shell. The Queen of Wands is here to be seen, be appreciated. She's confident. She doesn't dim her light for anybody. And I really do strongly believe in the power of self-love. And I know it can be corny, but it's real. Like, the only person that knows you 100% is yourself. The more you try to be liked by others and control the way you express yourself to be liked by others, the weaker your relationship with yourself becomes, because you're no longer doing the things that make you happy. You're just trying to make everyone around you happy. And I understand that heartbreak is painful. It's probably the most difficult thing that a lot of people go through. But just because you struggled or had issues with your finances, or a person didn't like you the way you like them, all of those things only redirect you into a direction that is better for you. There's no point in staying somewhere where you're not welcome, you're not wanted, you're not loved. And the only thing that's better is to just take all of the energy that you're giving to people who don't care about you, don't like you, don't respect you, is to give all of that back to yourself. And I see you doing that. I see you pouring into yourself. I see you get something new for your home to make your home look more beautiful. Maybe you buy some new clothes. Maybe you get a haircut, style your hair differently. Ultimately, I do see you spreading your wings and flying the fuck away from this person. And another message I'm getting really strongly from the Four of Cups over here is detachment. I think it's really important to detach from the situation, the connection, and not give any more of your time, emotions, and energy into this person. And it's much easier said than done, and it might not be easy, but I promise you, you will thank yourself later. And that is all I have for this reading, pile 2. Thank you for watching. Hello, pile 3. If you picked pile 3, this is your reading, and I'm just going to get right into it. What does my pile 3 need to hear right now? Hello, if you chose pile 3, this is your message. So I'm just going to get straight into it. The person I'm reading for, I really get this heavy energy of someone who spends a lot of time alone. You could be in a state of solitude where you're not seeing a lot of people, you're not hearing from a lot of people, you could feel a little bit left out. Like if you are in a social setting, you could feel kind of like the odd one out, like you're being left out or singled out. And you could be craving a friendship and human connection, which is completely natural. But I do not sugarcoat my messages, so I will say the reason for this could be because of hyper independence. I'm not sure what this stems from. It's different for everyone, but a lot of people go into this state of isolation to protect themselves. It's a little bit of an avoidant energy. So with the Queen of Swords here, I'm really getting that you could be someone who people might view as a little bit cold. Like maybe you're very blunt, and words can sometimes feel a little bit sharp for the person on the receiving end, or maybe you just seem closed off, like you're not open to making friends. And so I really do see that if you were to spark up a conversation with someone that you felt like you had something in common with, this could go a long way, and you could potentially meet someone that you truly feel connected to. I'm also getting that you could crave these friends and a group of people that really get you, but maybe you aren't putting yourself in situations to meet like-minded people. So if I'm looking for a fish and I go to the desert, the chances of me finding a fish are like 1 in a million. You know what I mean? So if you're looking to meet people who have things in common with you, it's important to look for those people in places that they might be in, you know? And I don't want to say it's your fault. Like maybe you have tried to do this and you don't connect with people, but sometimes it's about our approach. And I really hope this isn't coming across as mean. I'm really not trying to be mean. I do think that sometimes when we are blunt and avoidant, we're not opening ourselves energetically to meet new people, others can pick up on that and maybe they don't want to bother you. So I would say if you do want to meet new people, I would say look in places where they might be in, people with similar interests as you. You know, you could start off the conversation with something you have in common, or just a simple compliment, or a how was your day today, or where'd you get those shoes from, like stuff like that. It goes a long way, or it can go a long way. If you aren't going out a lot, but there's one person in specific you spend a lot of time with, that could be another reason why you're not meeting a ton of new people. Because if every time you have a day off or you have time to go outside and you choose to hang out with one person every single time, you're not really opening yourself up to meeting new people. So maybe, you know, it's important to try to divide the time and attention you give outwardly. So that is the message for pile 3. I hope you liked the video. If you would like to see more of my videos, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.